Alright everyone, welcome back to my channel, Baseball Talk with Nick Morgan. So today we're talking about Jason Vargas being traded from the New York Mets to the Philadelphia Phillies. This is the second day in a row we're seeing the Mets make a big move before the trade deadline involving starting pitching. Yesterday, of course, they acquired Marcus Stroman from the Toronto Blue Jays via a trade. Today, they're dealing Jason Vargas to the Philadelphia Phillies via a trade. If you guys haven't seen my Marcus Stroman video, go check it out using the link down below in the description box. I uploaded it just a couple hours ago before this news broke. This is huge, okay? The New York Mets sent Philadelphia $2.9 million in cash and starting pitcher Jason Vargas in exchange for Double-A catcher Austin Bossart. I think I'm saying that right. If not, it's Bossart. He is 26 years old in Double-A, and that's essentially the quick overview. Now, the New York Mets have had multiple starting pitchers' names pop up this past couple of days talking about the trade deadline. Noah Syndergaard, Zach Wheeler, and Jason Vargas being three of the main guys. Vargas has now been dealt. It comes down to, will Noah Syndergaard be leaving New York, and will they re-sign Zach Wheeler, or will he also depart the Mets before July 31st? So it's really interesting to see what the Mets are going to do. It's kind of weird. Are they done making moves now that Jason Vargas is gone? Will they continue to move pitchers around? Like, if they get rid of anyone else in the starting pitching rotation, they're going to be missing out, and they're going to be lacking good starters in 2020. Their current rotation looks like Jacob deGrom, Noah Syndergaard, Zach Wheeler, Marcus Stroman, then Steven Matz. If you get rid of Wheeler and or Syndergaard, you're going to have to fill in those missing pieces. So I don't know what the idea is and what the goal is for the Mets at this point in time. I get that they can maybe get a lot back for Syndergaard, but who knows what they're really going to work out at this point. Vargas was actually at one point one of their most consistent pitchers in 2019 so far with the Mets, because Noah Syndergaard had his off days where he just wasn't feeling it, wasn't getting his pitches in control. Jacob deGrom is not having the best year after winning his Cy Young in 2018 for the National League. So it's kind of weird to see how now they're just easily getting rid of starting pitching. Like, the Mets have a good team offensively and defensively. They just need to string some wins together and they could be in it. Yesterday, it seemed like they were playing for the present, getting Marcus Stroman. Like, they're adding him to the rotation. They want to get more wins this year, maybe make a wild card appearance. Now, they're taking a step back, trading away Jason Vargas. So, who knows where their head's at right now? I mean, there were a lot of questions with the Marcus Stroman acquisition. Now that Jason Vargas is leaving, I think it just brings up even more questions. In 2019, Jason Vargas has pitched in 19 games, putting up a 6-5 record with a 4.01 ERA, 94.1 innings pitched, 81 strikeouts, and a 1.27 whip. Remember, this guy was pretty much the number 5 starting pitcher in the rotation. And then in his career, he has 287 games pitched with a 98-95 record, a 4.26 ERA, 1,587.2 innings pitched, 1,104 strikeouts, and a 1.32 whip. So overall, not a bad pitcher. He's definitely not going to be an ace for the majority of the teams, if not any of the teams right now, but he's definitely going to be a good number 4, number 5 guy like he was with the Mets. With the Phillies, we're going to have to kind of see where he takes over and who he fills in for, but we'll talk about that in just a couple minutes. So in return for Jason Vargas and cash, the Mets received Austin Bossart. Again, I'm sorry if I'm saying his name wrong. I don't know the pronunciation. But in 2019 Double-A ball, Austin has played in 63 games, putting together 200 at-bats, 7 home runs, 28 RBIs, 2 stolen bases, a 195 average, a 303 on-base percentage, and a 335 slugging percentage. So you gotta hope that defensively he's better than what he puts together offensively at the plate. I have not seen this guy play at all, so I don't know if he really is better as a catcher defensively, but hopefully he is, because the Mets got rid of Vargas and a lot of cash in return for him, so hopefully it's worth it. The Mets, again, are they playing for now or the future? Because he's a prospect. He won't see any playing time in Major League Baseball, I don't think, in 2019. And yesterday, the Mets just gave away 2 of their top prospects, or 2 of their top 10 prospects. So to give away 2 and get 1 back in return doesn't really make sense right about now. If they were trying to work the farm system, you would have kept your prospects yesterday from Stroman, maybe not even acquired him, gone ahead, gotten rid of Vargas, and then received this catcher. But I don't know where their head's at now, and he doesn't seem like he's going to be the best guy. I mean, catching's been a struggling position for the Mets. Now they have Wilson Ramos, Tomas Nido. As soon as they trade away Travis d'Arnaud, he's with the Rays now. He's doing really good. A lot of home runs, putting together RBIs, hitting for average, a little better than he was with the Mets. So it's just always been a position that's lackluster for the Mets. Wilson Ramos has tried to step in and really do as much as he can behind the plate defensively and at the plate offensively. But, Austin's not really going to see much playing time in Major League Baseball, at least I'd say, before 2021, 2022, probably the earliest. So I don't know if this is really worth it here. Did the Mets win this trade? Definitely not, in my opinion. I think they lost Vargas, who was doing very good in 2019, or fairly good, as much as you can ask from him. And they gave up a lot of money. Now, we know the Wilpons don't like to spend money, but they still gave away almost $3 million. It did save them a couple million because of the Vargas contract, but overall, at the end of the day, is it really worth it? Now, this is the starting pitching depth and current rotation for the Philadelphia Phillies. Aaron Nola, Jake Arrieta, Zach Eflin, Vince Velasquez, Drew Smyly, and then the sixth guy, Jason Vargas, who they just acquired. Now, does Vargas replace Arrieta, who's probably going to need surgery soon and be out for a little bit, and who's already not having the best season of his career? Does he go ahead and replace Vince Velasquez, or does he replace Drew Smyly, who's already the number 5 guy in the rotation? What's going to happen here? I doubt he's going to go to the bullpen. I mean, I think at least the majority of 2019, if not all of 2019, he's been a starter with the Mets. Don't exactly remember every role he's been in this year, but I think he's pretty much been a starter at least 90% of the time. So I doubt he'd be a bullpen guy now, but I could be wrong. And, if he does replace someone in that rotation, are they going to get traded? Will they be kept on, the 40-man roster? Will they go down to the minor leagues? What's going to happen with them? I don't really know. I don't keep up with the Phillies that much, so I'm not sure who's having the best season, who's having the worst season. But I know Jake Arrieta could definitely be doing a little bit better right now. So we'll see where Jason Vargas fits in with the Phillies, as he's joining the team and all that good stuff. So I've brought it up a couple of times. Are the Mets playing for 2019 or for 2021, 2022, 2023, etc.? Are they playing for the future? Because right now they just finalized a trade with a team in their division. The Mets are 50-55, 5 games behind the Phillies, or 55-50 for third in the NL East. The Phillies are 1 game back of the second wildcard spot, and the Mets are 6 back. So getting rid of Vargas really isn't going to help them that much. If anything, it's going to help the Phillies a little bit more than the Mets. So I think they're pretty much counting themselves out of 2019. They seem to be trading for, this season when getting Stroman, but now that they got rid of Vargas, it's like, well, what's the deal here? Are they really going to be buyers or sellers now these past couple of days? We've seen a little bit of both. We've seen them deal Vargas and buy Stroman. So I don't really know what is going to be coming up for the Mets these next 2 or 3 days. Will they trade Syndergaard? Will they re-sign Wheeler? Will they trade Wheeler? What's going to happen here? I don't know. I really don't know. So guys, that is going to end this video. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to drop a like down below, comment, and subscribe. That's 2 big trades now involving the New York Mets and starting pitching. What will they do next? Thank you all so much for watching. I will see you all next time. Peace.